Why green urban spaces? There are two main reasons for this question. Number one, ecological reasons, and number two, social reasons. Firstly, ecological reasons. Green spaces provide habitat for a variety of fishes, birds, insects, animals, and other living organisms, while they also provide gateways and corridors to link habitats. They prevent soil erosion and absorb rainwater, thereby improving the drainage system. Plants have been shown to reduce the urban heat island effect directly by shading heat absorbing surfaces. Green urban spaces improves air quality, reduces temperature and conserve natural resources. Finally, green spaces and their inhabitants are a good indicator of overall ecological health of ecosystem. This is an important measure in judging the sustainability of the community. Secondly, social reasons. Green spaces provide recreational use, a place for to play, meditate, gather, or rest. It promotes spiritual growth and allows everyone to feel free, independent, and more in control than is possible in a more stressful and haphazard work environment. Green spaces foster a connection between community, residents, and the natural environment that surrounds them, thus allowing for a more livable city. This is essential in order for a community to be sustainable. Apart from these, there are some other benefits too, as by growing some of their own food in their own houses, families and individuals have access to fresh and nutritious food and the mixed meals that supports their nutritional health value. These type of self-made gardens regreen vacant plots and bring vegetation diversity to public open space and other areas, making them a useful tool for urban improvement. And according to both of us, green urban spaces are necessary to live longer and happily.
If we feel that our urban spaces are not green enough today, what were they like, say 30 years ago? Let us try and see some of the features of green urban spaces from earlier years. Firstly, natural forest area. Cities had a fair portion of their total area covered with natural forests back then. Take, for example, the Ridge Forest in Delhi. It was quite a large area of natural forest ranging from north to west to southeast Delhi, all around the city. Such forests added a lot of green urban space. Secondly, public parks. Many public parks coupled existing natural tree cover with planned human tree plantation to create green urban spaces where people could come to spend their leisure time. The Lodi Gardens and Nehru Park in Delhi are living examples of such green parks. Apart from this, there were a lot more roadside trees which increased the green cover. Also, cities were much smaller than they are today, so there was much more green area outside the city as well. Green spaces were not scarce in our cities 30 years ago, but now we see a steady decline in the tree cover of our cities. And what's worse is that the rate of decline of green cover is only increasing. So what could be the possible reasons? Let us find out. Firstly, overpopulation. The ever-increasing population of our cities places the ecology under a serious threat. More people means more houses and more land required. So where does that land come from? By chopping off huge trees hundreds of years old, by making more concrete jungles over all the available green land, by destroying the environment. Secondly, expansion of cities. Another consequence of the increasing concentration of population in cities is their expansion. Expansion of cities destroys the green areas on the boundaries of the city, thus further affecting the environment. Thirdly, the misplaced concept of development. We say that we want development for our cities and for our country. But what really is development? Is it making wide roads and huge shopping malls at the cost of hundreds and thousands of trees? It is a question for each one of us to introspect. But can we turn it around and move towards greener and more environment-friendly urban spaces? It all lies in our own hands.
Now, what to do? Firstly, at the individual level. Many of the capable individuals should establish the idea of a kitchen garden. We individually should plant a tree in a nearby open space and should look after it. We should encourage people around us regarding the environment afforestation. Active participation in environment-friendly programs is also required by individuals like us and is really necessary for urban improvement. Now, secondly, at the community level, school or society communities should organize one Mahotsav like tree planting festivals. We should make plans and policies for greening any of our left open or vacant spaces. Green composting across the whole farmer as well as local community is important as it will prevent the use of artificial chemicals and fertilizers, which further will prevent soil and water pollution. There should be no bribing or corruption in implementation of government policies. Involvement of tribal or local communities in government policies is must as these communities are environment sensitive and understands the need to safeguard our environment. So these were some of the things that we can do and many other things we can surely explore.
The IIT Delhi campus is a wonderful example of a green urban space. The 7,000 trees in a 330-acre campus amount to about one tree for every two people living there. How we wish every urban center of the world would become as green as that. For this dream to come true, every one of us should become a responsible citizen and strive towards contributing our own bit. And 7 billion citizens contributing their bit can truly make the world a greener place.